So the finale of The Acolyte is now out. So let's talk about The Acolyte as a whole. Was it a success? Was it a failure? Was it good Star Wars or was it bad Star Wars? Let's talk about it. So firstly, I just want to say, do you like The Acolyte? More power to you. Good on you. Love that you loved it. That's awesome and everything like that. So, great. This is just my opinion. This is just how I feel about the show and what my thoughts are. So, let's get into it. So, as a whole, to me, The Acolyte failed. It really failed. It is... Look, I need to make a public apology to Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams for the sequel trilogy because I thought that was bad, but this just took bad to a whole nother level in my opinion. Just, there's so many things wrong with this, and it makes me want to just, I'd rather watch The Last Jedi over and over. I'd rather watch Rise of Skywalker over and over again than watch The Acolyte again. That's how bad I think this show is. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you know, canon this, canon that, canon that. Okay, we're going to get to some of that stuff there. I have some issues with some of that stuff. But my main issues with the actual show itself are the fundamentals, which is writing. The writing of this show has been atrocious. Some of the worst writing I have seen, especially for a franchise like Star Wars. We're talking like lack of character development between May and Osha. Like, they're just flipping sides left, right, and center. And it's kind of like, well, what are we doing here? What is the purpose of it? And then you just have the writing of the story. The story makes zero sense. Nothing adds up where you want it. All of a sudden you get to the finale and now the person that can't act, that is the Green Jedi, is now blaming Soul for everything. And he's saying, oh yeah, Soul, you know, he was an evil person. He was this and that, you know, it's all him and that. And it's kind of like, what? What are we doing? And then you have the writing of like, so Revenge of the Sith, Master Yoda can feel the Jedi dying left, right, and center, but he doesn't bat an eye here. He doesn't even know that these Jedi are dying or anything like that. Okay then. Then we have the writing of, oh wow, you can kill a Jedi without a weapon? Like this is the first ever time someone's ever force choked someone or force choked a Jedi? Are we, what? Are you serious right now? Just like writing like that, you know, the stuff where convenience happens. They're coming to this planet. They, you know, the power conveniently comes back on and they zip out. They come in and land there. You know, the writing of Basil just decides out of nowhere that he's going to wreck Soul's ship while they're driving through the asteroid field just so that they can land on the planet together and, you know, we can have this climactic battle happen and everything like that. Just little fundamental things like that that are just, it's really, really bad writing. Now, we get to some of the other stuff. And, when are Disney ever going to learn? Cameos do not save your show. Like, I've seen people rave about, like, the cameo. Like, we're going to have spoilers. We're going to talk spoilers. I don't care. The Plagueis one. Oh, look, guys, it's Plagueis. 5 seconds of Plagueis. Look at that. He's the one pulling all the strings. You know, it's Plagueis. That doesn't change the 7 previous episodes beforehand. That changes nothing with the bad writing. That changes nothing of episode 7 and episode 3 being one episode twice. None of that cameo is saving this show. I'm not going to sit there and go, you know what, I got Plagueis. This show is freaking awesome now. No, because it's been shit. 7 episodes of just pure shit. And then you're just like, here we go, Plagueis. This makes it better. And people are raving about it. Come on, people. A cameo does not make something good. It is a useless cameo that adds even more questions and breaks more stuff. Like, the whole point of Plagueis is he wants to create life. He wants to create the perfect dark side being and stuff like that. What they did here is they now nullified Anakin completely. Why Plagueis doesn't need to create the perfect dark side being anymore. Plagueis doesn't need to create anything from the Force. He's literally got Osha right there. She is right there. She was created by the Force and she is dark side. Like, it's right there. Plagueis wouldn't need anything else. He wouldn't need to create Anakin. He wouldn't need Palpatine because he has The perfect being right there for him. The one that was created out of the Force. Anakin is null void. He's useless. He doesn't matter anymore. Because we have one right here. And not to mention, we just broke the rule of 2. So we have Plagueis. Then we have Manny, his character. And now we have Osha. We have 3 Siths. The rule of 2. So what? Plagueis just kills both of them now? Is that what happens? Plagueis just kills both of them? Because Plagueis is supposed to have Palpatine as his, apprentice. So we're going to retcon that as well. We're going to change that completely and have Plagueis die. Manny kills Plagueis, takes over. Osha then kills Manny's character and then takes over. And then what? She teaches Plagueis everything, teaches Palpatine everything he knows. Is that what we're doing now, Disney? Is that really what we're doing? Like, it's just stupid shit like that makes zero sense. Or because, let's put in this cameo of Darth Plagueis, Oh, fuck, we need to put this in. And then the cameo of Yoda is just like, hey guys, look, here's Yoda. Cameos do not make the show better. Now, I'll give the show credit where it's due. The action was cool. I like the action. The lightsaber fights were great. The best thing about it. But you know what? Outside that, everything else was absolute and utter garbage. This was a show I was super excited for. Like, I'm talking, I was hyped for The Acolyte. A Sith-driven show is what they told us. It was a Sith-driven show. We're going to see the Sith and light. Bitch, I'm sorry. This was another fucking Jedi show. This was about the Jedi. This was not about the Sith. And you know what the best part of this whole entire series was? Was the stuff with Manny and Osha in episode 6. That was the best thing about the show. And guess what? We got like all of 15 minutes of it. In 8 episodes, we got 15 minutes of Manny talking to Osha about the dark side. That was the best part. That was what the show was meant to be about. And it's not. And then we have that shot of Osha and Manny holding hands looking into the sunset. We are the 2 Siths. Meanwhile, Plagueis is back there, so we have 3 Siths. Fucking stupid. Absolutely so fucking stupid. This show is outrageously bad. It has horrible writing. The acting is awful. Like, outside like Soul, great performance. Outside Manny, great performance. Everything else was bang average. Really bang average performance. And it just, oh man. This is the worst Star Wars project, in my opinion. It's the worst. It's just horrible. I've never been so disappointed in a Star Wars project in my whole entire life. Never been this disappointed. Like, I didn't like Last Jedi, and I didn't like Rise of Skywalker. But I wasn't as disappointed as I am now, because this was the show that I wanted. I wanted a Sith-based show, and I didn't get any of that. This was completely, utterly the complete opposite of it. All I can say is just leave Darth Bane alone. Leave Revan alone. Leave the Old Republic alone. I don't want you to ruin those stories for me. You can't do it. You clearly can't do it, Disney. To me, this was a failure. This is just like, outside Andor Season 2, I have like literally zero interest now in Star Wars or the next projects that are coming, because I just don't believe in it anymore. I just don't. Outside Andor, I just don't believe in it. How you can make Andor and make The Acolyte is beyond me. It doesn't make any sense. So let me know what you guys thought of the show. If you guys did love it, that's awesome. Happy for you. If you didn't, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.